Hey folks, Dennis Gillan here. A rainy Monday, and it sort of reflects my mood because I have in my hand provisional numbers for completed suicides. We don't say completed, but I have to differentiate between completions and attempts. For every suicide, there's about 25 attempts. So let's go with that. Provisional numbers for and rates of suicide by month and demographic characteristics, United States 2021. 2021. I'm going to just review some key findings from this report. Numbers for suicides often lag behind, like say if it's a heart attack, we have to wait for the death certificate, and often it's a little bit complicated with the suicide. It's a little fuzzy and it lags a little bit. Sometimes it's an overdose. Sometimes somebody drinks themselves to death, and it's all these deaths of desperation need further investigation. How about we just put it that way? It's complicated. Life is complicated now, and I feel for these poor souls, but let's get into it. I'm going to share my screen and start a PowerPoint presentation. Watch the old man go. It's unbelievable. Sharing it there. Now I got to start it from the beginning. Hopefully you could see that. It is my hope you could see that. We're looking at 2021 suicides in the United States. My name is Dennis Gillan. I am the executive director of the Half a Sarah Foundation. A little bit about the agenda. We're going to talk a little bit about the foundation, then get right into it. 2021 versus 2020 deaths by suicide, some key findings, and then what you can do. This will be short, a little bit painful because the numbers went up. Spoiler alert. All right, my foundation, our foundation, the foundation is called the Half a Sarah Foundation, and we aim to improve mental health for individuals and organizations by promoting real conversations. Real conversations. How do we do that? One, we have the Camo Hat Club. Yes, it is trademarked. We're applying for it as we speak. And that's a bunch of guys getting together and having breakfast and talking about their mental health once a month here in Greenville. We do it. You need to start one. We have the Purple File. That's a positive coping mechanism where we keep kind notes about what people say to us. We put them in a file just in case we're having a bad day. We do training programs. We do question, persuade, refer. We do safe talk. We do assist. We talk saves lives. And we even have our own little training in the form of our keynote where we go over risk factors and warning signs. So that's what we do at the Half a Sorrow Foundation. It's based on a Swedish proverb. A shared joy is a double joy. A shared sorrow is half a sorrow. When we share our sorrows, we cut them in half. Do they ever go away? No. You always have a remainder, a half of a half of a half, and that's okay. Believe it or not, that is okay. Let's get into it. This is the sad news. This is where we insert the curse words. In 2020, let's go back in our time machines. It feels like 20 years ago because of the pandemic. Remember in 2020, right around March when everything shut down, we were going to flatten the curve. It'll be gone by Easter, blah, 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 right? It didn't happen. Darn thing's still around. But actually, suicides, completed suicides, death by suicide went down in 2020. Down. In 2019, it went down. The all-time high was 2018. Went down in 2019. Went down during the pandemic. And then the 2021 data came out, and this is where you insert your own curse words. Went up. Went up. Number-wise, 2020, 45,979. So call it 46,000, right? Right there. 2021, 47,646. 47,646 funerals for people lost to suicide. Ooh, and then the ripple effect. Think about it. For every suicide, there's got to be hundreds of people impacted. Awful, 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 awful. This was bad news. That's why the somber mood today on this rainy Monday, it's somber. Some key findings in the report. This is how we measure suicides. Most deaths cause of death are measured in what they call 100,000. So for 100,000 people in a population, In 2020, we expected to lose about 13.5 to suicide. 13.5. In 2021, that went up as well. The numbers went up to 14. So we lose 14 people per 100,000. Still lower than 2018, which is 14.2, but reversing a trend that was going down and not no bueno, no good. Other findings in the report: the number of suicides was higher in 9 months during 2021 to 2022. 2020, that's correct. We are in 2022, and let's hope we do better, with the largest increase occurring in October. That's an interesting little fact. The increase in suicides was higher among males than females. That's often the case anyway with suicides. 79% of all completed suicides are guys. Women, you have more attempts. Now, 4% up for guys, 2% up for women. Women, you were always the anchor. Gosh darn it. You were the ones that helped us out the most. You're the smartest of the bunch. You were pulling the numbers down. We do not want to see increases for men or women. But ladies, I'm calling you out. We need you. Uh, I'm a guy, and guys are idiots. We're just, the 79% number keeps me up at night. But um, in the 2021, uh, in the 2020 data, when suicides went down, it was the women leading the way. It really was the females leading the way. And now we're both going up. Boo hiss, boo hiss. Not cool. And then the largest increase in suicides occurred among males ages 15 to 24. That's my people, because I speak at a lot of colleges. This is Southern Connecticut right here. This sweatshirt. That's very interesting. Um, it wasn't the case always. You hear about 15 to 24 because it's a tragedy. It's a young person, um, the full life ahead of them. It's often impulsive. 8% increase. I believe the pandemic had an unbelievable effect on these young kids in colleges and high schools. We had a lot of people who couldn't go to their prom. Graduation was weird. It messed them up. That's a fact. And we need to do something about that and get in front of these folks. Suicide rates also increased for males between ages 25 to 34, 35 to 44, and 65 to 74. I want to point that out. We often talk about the 15 to 24 age group. It's tragic as is, but some of the higher numbers are older men, older men. So keep that in mind. All in all, it all stinks. We want the numbers to go down. So what can we do? What can you do? All right, the first thing you can do is help us out, support our work financially. Yeah, I'm asking for money, of course. I'm executive director, you're a fundraiser. I am best when I'm on stage doing my thing. That's a fact. I'm not good at fundraising, but I have to ask. No money, no mission. You can go to halfastar.org and there's a donate button. If you are not in a financial position to help us, hey, we'll take all kinds of help. You can volunteer to help us. We could use an admin. If you have a superhero power like grant writing, you could be an ambassador. Heck, you can get us gigs. I got people calling me up and recommending me to go places and bring our training. So that's how you can help financially, with your money, obviously, and then with some of your connections. What can you do personally? You better know the risk factors and warning signs. We can help you with that with our training programs. That's number three. If you're a guy, if you're a dude, and we want to attack that 79% number, I want you to start a camo hat club. I have one here in Greenville. It's a very simple club. In fact, we're going to meet this week. We meet on the first Thursday of every month. We have breakfast and we just check in with each other. And one of the last things we say, how's everybody's mental health? A couple of weeks ago, we had a guy show up that was going through a divorce. And he sat down at the table, and 4 to 5 of us have had a divorce. So we kind of rally around the guy. So that's what we do. Start your own camo hot club. You have any questions about it? Let me know. And the women are like, well, what about us? Hey, ladies, I stole this idea from you all. Let's say I borrowed it. The Red Hat Club. I love this thing. The women get together with the red hats, um, and they just basically go to lunch. My mom was part of one. It's no real big agenda, because the women I think they said, they've given their whole lives to service, and this is just for them. And I love that because that's a communal meal is awesome. So women, you have one. It's the Red Hat Club. And now the guys, we have one. It's Camo Hat Club. Get together, and it's going to be work. But ours is very simple now, which is it's like a spinning plate. It's already up there. We just have to touch it every now and then. We send out a text. We'll have to do it. I'm looking at the calendar. We have to do it today, and say, "Hey guys, Thursday," and we have a same spot, same time every Thursday. Some days 8 guys show up. Some days 4 guys show up. Yeah, it just depends. But it's good to see everyone. And then practice self care. You cannot pour from an empty glass. It's a classic saying in the mental health arena. You just can't. You can't fill up someone's cup if your cup is empty. Take care of you, you. And one of the things I do, it's right over there. I'm looking at it, my purple file. I put little notes in there. That's a program we're doing at the Half a Sorrow Foundation. You get a nice note from somebody, you put it in the purple file. Just put it in there. Just put it in there. We were featured in Entrepreneur Magazine this January about this file. And when you're having a bad day, you open up the file and it helps you have a better day. And at least gets you to tomorrow. It gives you hope that better days are ahead. So that's what I wanted to bring you up to speed on today, folks. The new numbers are available. If you want to see them, send me an email. I'll send you the link, dennis@halfasour.org. Again, no bueno, not good. Um, it's 2 years. I think 2 years of how do I get back to this thing? 2 years of the downward trend. There's my girl. Stop share. There we go. 2 years of downward numbers sort of spoiled us. And I was so proud in 2020 when the initial stages of the pandemic hit that we bucked a trend and they went down. And I'm somewhat saddened, extremely saddened by the upward trend in 2021. We are better than this. We need each other. We are wired for connection, and help us at the Half a Sorrow Foundation to help connect with people and to promote those real conversations. That's all I got, folks. I appreciate you. Do what you can for yourself. And if you have some extra resources, do what you can to help us out here at the Half a Sorrow Foundation because we want to improve mental health by promoting real conversations. And this was a real conversation about some cruddy news, but we have to have it. Love you. Be good. Take care.